Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to one of the first LOLcasts in India. This is a tournament that has been brought to you by Alienware, the ultimate gaming rig. We are part of Alienware Arena, guys, and if you're watching this, you are part of the select few who's actually watching a great time in Indian video gaming history. We have live casts here today for you. But this is not it. This is brought to you by Alienware, and it's called Game Victorious. This is part of our international tournament that we will be having across multiple countries. This is India, this is Singapore, this is Malaysia. And if you haven't been part of it, now's the time to get on board. Come on board, cheer your favorite teams, and get into the action. But today's action is straight up for you. We have a great matchup in front of you. We really wanted to go ahead and talk about it, but I will not go ahead and just talk all through. I would like to introduce my really good friend Prateek, who's going to be playing as Happytron, and he is here with me. And Prateek, welcome to the show, and talk to us about this matchup. Who are we playing? Who are we looking at? And talk to us about the picks.
Oh, we're looking at EDX versus BieberBoys, and this is an interesting matchup because both teams are really experienced, and it'll be good to see how they fare in this match.
Cool, cool. Tell us about who's going to be who. I'm going to just start very quickly and start announcing who are there. But why don't you do the honors? Tell us who's playing who. We have Malphite, we have Cord, we have Shen, we have Brand, we have Lulu, we have Annie, we have Nocturne, we have Alistar, we have Caitlin, and we have Darius who are on board. Tell us, are these good solid picks, or are these really counter picks? Are they going to be playing to their strengths, or are they countering each other's weaknesses?
So basically, the current meta of the game is one jungler, the top lane is solo, usually the master mage, and bottom lane is the AD carry with the support. So from BieberBoys, we're going to see Corky, Noob 1.1, and Bait on Lulu, bot lane, and Brand, who's Colder's playing Brand. He's going to do mid against Annie. And top lane's going to be Malphite versus Darius, which is going to be interesting because they both kind of beat each other, but it's just going to be on skill level this time. Corky, however, has a bit of advantage in the bot lane because he has a great escape ability, and his true damage just gonna destroy Alistar late game when Alistar uses the ultimate to protect himself. But it'll be an interesting matchup in mid because Annie and Brand both have stuns, and the only difference is that Brand has skill shot abilities. Annie has an upper hand in it. But it'll be interesting to see what happens.
And what would you say about the spell picks? Are they standard spell picks, or has something really caught your eye that this is a little different that should not actually have been taken?
The spell picks right now, we can't say much. They're level 1. So as we can see, the summoner spells actually, this tournament is accommodating all the players from all other servers as well. So some accounts are level 1, they're not using Flash right now, but in the next one they should be level 12 and able to use Flash. So right now, I think they're good enough with the summoner spells as well. Ghost is Ghost is the second best choice to Flash right now. So let's see what's on, and let's get on with the match.
Great. Just a last quick question on pings, since this is a question that most pro gamers or even semi-pro gamers get into. What's a comfortable ping level for people to be playing on? I know everyone wants 5 ping, but in LoL, you see across the board you have 347, and you have double-digit ones in 95, 68 for Annie. Is this a huge difference, or LoL actually accommodates it pretty well, and you can go ahead and play fairly well up to about a 300, 400 ping?
See, the thing is that India does not have an official server for League of Legends right now, so mostly people are playing on North American, Europe, and the Singapore server. The best ping latency we get is on the Singapore server, and it means a lot. Like on North American server, we get around 400, 300 ping. It does your reaction time by 3 times, which is very important in competitive play. The lower the ping, the better. That's pretty obvious. So I think Singapore server is the optimum choice for playing from India, and it does make a difference.
Great. So that's the pick, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it right here. Let's get into the game. Let's get into the action. At the top right now, we are getting into the start of the game. We should be ready in about 3 seconds. And there you go. The game started. We are watching the entire matchup happening. And again, do the honors, Pradeek. What do you think is there? Call out. I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think is going to go? Who do you support in this game?
I think it's going to be, it's actually going to go either way. I mean, I'm not sure. Both teams are really good and both experienced.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay, I think it's going to be a fair matchup. Both teams are pretty experienced, and it can go either way.
Cool. So this is something we will be looking forward to go ahead and look at. Any? Oh, we had a disconnection which has been reconnected. What about the initial inventory items they've picked? Any calls on that?
Initial inventory is standard these days. For jungling, they always cloth armor, 5 health pots, and the boot 3 pots is the standard. Support, again, is standard with a fairy charm and 2 wards. But mid, usually, they get boots and 3 pots. But here we see Dorm Rings. That's a bit unusual, but not really. Depends on player to player.
Well, interesting tactic. We have Cold Star, Bait, and Noob actually sitting down and waiting for a quick gank, hopefully to go ahead and take down middle. And interestingly, you have a mirror on the other side. I think both of them kept waiting on mirror sides for first kill, and that has not really happened.
Yeah, right now, see, the jungling buff, the blue buff, is going to spawn at 155. So right now, they're in the bush waiting to see if the other teams tries to invade their jungler. So this is just like digging their jungler so that he doesn't get ganked. And right now, there's not going to be any gank in the mid lane or so. They're just going to try and go back to their lanes, farm the minions, get experience, and that's what the early game is all about.
And there you go, man. It has begun, as lots of great people say. There goes a couple of kills down, and you see quick kills by the junglers, both sides coming through. While we are going and talking and really waiting for this, what do you think about the matchups? Are the matchups what you thought they would be?
The most in matchup would be the top lane, because top lane fight versus Darius. Darius depends on full attack damage, and Map fight is a full counter to attack damage champion. His abilities go better and better with stacking armor, and if he does that, oh, we're gonna see a first blood here probably. Oh no, they're backing up. So Malphite can just counter any attack damage champion by reducing their attack speed with his E ability, which is called Ground Slam. He reduces the attack speed of all nearby champions, which greatly helps in team fights by reducing the damage caused by AD carries and all. So the top lane should be.
Well, there goes down Annie. Annie will go down, and then that's first blood. That was excellent catch. Annie was trying to go ahead and pull back, but she did not get away sufficiently on time, and first blood definitely goes down. Tezdar is actually down to 1/4 health, and he is trying to get out of there. This might actually be a great attack again here. But this fight, so Noob 1.1 might just go down. He is being focused down by Figlis, and Figlis does take him down. Let's see whether Bait will also be going down. This is going to be 2v1, but I think Bait should get away because there is some tower protection which is there, and I think he will have to move down. But here comes the Master. Master might go ahead and take down on Figlis because there is an overextension which is there. There goes Figlis, and Figlis has been slain. So that was actually good back and forth. After that entire attack, there is one kill on both sides. So that was great. That was a great quick attack at the start.
Yes, it all on jungler gang. See, happened. Jungler Shen. Okay, the master. He saw that his trouble at bot lane, and he quickly moved there and actually got a kill for his team as well. That was a great move. Junglers are supposed to keep ganking and counter ganking. That is their main role in this game.
And because of the jungler there, we have two lanes which are being run solo. So that would go ahead and give sufficient experience on both sides. So I believe that those two would be strong. The bottom lane is the only 2v1, 2v2 that is running. Two junglers, mid
Yes.
and top are both solos now.
Yeah, this is the current meta on League of Legends that two lanes are solo in on 99.9% of the games, unless they decide not to jungle, which is again depends on the team strategy. Mid, we'll see every time mid is solo. There's never two players, but AD carry being squishy and easy to kill. There's a support player with him who lets him farm and get strong for late game. That is the strategy all the teams use these days.
Well, that's how MOBA is, guys. It's all about teamwork. It's all about going and playing your role. It is not about the maximum kills. This is not first-person shooter you're talking about. This is MOBA, and that's why it is the most played game on the planet. Quick one. I think there is going to be Cold Star going to be focused down by Evil and Zarkus, and he will get taken down. And Annie gets a kill back, and it's now back up to 2v2. That entire lane down middle will now go ahead and not have anyone, and Annie can go ahead and farm away to glory. Gold, while if you look at the gold level, it is 6.8 versus 6.4. And this Brutality gets another Tazdar, but Brutality might have overextended. Here comes the Master Burles theory, and will he go ahead and get him taken down? Oh god, he is moving back. I don't know whether this is going to happen right now. He is hiding left, right and center, but he gets taken down, but he is now left with no health at all, and he has to go ahead and boogie out of there. Noob is getting forced, Bait has no life left. This match is going back and forth. I love this map, man. This is a great game that is happening. It is now getting 4v2, 4v1 on the bottom tower, and that might actually be a great fight coming up. Colder is in the middle and farming. So,
If you see again, I'd like to stress on one point. Both mid players, Brand, Colder on Brand and Evil Dead on Annie, they start with Dawn's Ring and not Boots. Here, Brand has all skill shot, so he had the advantage for Annie because she didn't have Boots. And he could land a stun and combo and got the first blood. If Annie started with Boots, it would have been the other way around.
Excellent call. I had not gone and seen that, and that is something really wise that which you have called out. If you look at the gold, we do see Caitlyn tanking up about 1500 gold. What do you think she's going for?
I think usually AD carries go with one or two Dorn blades for initial in damage, but she can straight up pick a BS sword. It depends on player to player how she wants to go, or she can go for attack speed early game. And Caitlyn's right now around 500 more gold ahead, and that's a huge difference.
Yeah, she is farmed the maximum. The closest would be, I think, Shen, who is on the other side. Well, this game is extremely interesting. Now is a good time to go ahead and call and ask, while we're spending this time, what do you think about the LoL scene in India? You are one of the core team members for LoL in India, and Prateek's been doing phenomenal work around that. So Prateek, tell us, unless we go ahead and get a great gang, which I'll go ahead and interrupt you on. But what do you think?
Alright, so the LoL India community Facebook guys started 2 years back with a couple of friends, and we thought let all the people playing League of Legends in India should come together, and we should form teams, and we should have tournaments and all that stuff. So in 2 years we have over 500 members, and almost all of them active, and we've been having a lot of tournaments. This Alienware tournament is going to be a big boost to our community, and LoL is going to just bump up a new level with this tournament, and which is really great for India.
Excellent, man. I think esports in India are here to stay, and we are getting better and better with some of the international level guys. This is going to be actually a good team match. This is 2v1. Brutality is going against the Master and Tazdar. They are going to try and call him out, but I think his walk speed is a little too high, and he will get out of there. Colder might go ahead and go down. Zarkus is after him, but he has more walk speed. Yes, he does. He does, but he will get away with it. He got away with that with less than 10 life left. Again, 2v2 coming down here at the bottom. You do have Noob going against Bait, which is there. This is a great game. The Bait has overextended. He will get focused down on Figlis. It comes down, but he's been pulled back by Noob. This is great, and Bait has been slain because he got overextended. That is just being greedy, and that's what it shows, that what greed can go do to you, man. And that was an excellent fight. 10.1 versus 9.9. This is only 2,000 gold and 1 kill between both these teams. This is an uber cool match that is going on. We do see nobody really leading, except I think, yeah, we have Lulu with 2 kills, but not 2 kills and 7 creep kills. Go figure.
Actually, if you look this way, Lulu is playing support, and having 2 kills is kind of bad thing for Corky. He's falling down in minion farm, if you compare it to Caitlyn, by a lot, more than 20. And Lulu getting the kills means he won't get the farm to be as strong as Caitlyn in mid-game, which might be a problem for BieberBoys.
Yeah, well, excellent point there. Shows that the Tezdar gets pulled back, which is there. Brutality might go ahead, but he does have the tower next to him to go ahead and do that. And with that Brutality, she'll be able to farm a little more and go push forward. Bottom lane is back-to-back action. We have 2 summoners coming back and pushing, and that will give some time to go ahead and push that tower. I do believe that bottom tower is getting focused substantially. What do you think about the matchups? Who's winning what lanes?
I think mid is being won by Brand because he got the first blood and early advantage, and top lane is just being dominated by Brutality on Darius. Tezdar, I do not know why he's going for Philosopher's Stone. Usually Malphite just rush for armor and health, because that is their core items. But getting a GP5 item might not be the best right now.
Excellent.
In bot lane, it's plain and simple. Caitlyn's just out farming Corky a lot, almost double. So Corky's losing bot lane pretty bad.
Here goes a 3v2 attack, which is there. Bait has fallen back, definitely. Noob tries to get out of there. The tower is full health, and that will go ahead and push everyone back, which is there. The 3v2 will not really go down. But here comes the 3v3 counter. We have Figas the Great Will. I think he will go down. He does definitely fall down. That was, again, great map presence by Figas, where he got... there wasn't a great map presence. He did not see the support coming down. Tezdar is now being focused down by Brutality. He is absolutely dominating, and there goes the jump. And he will go ahead and take that down.
Brutality does damage. It's just devastating for Malphite.
Well, I would say this is 5-4. The gold is definitely in the favor of the red team, but I don't think they're really winning this. I think they're losing 2 of 3 lanes, and 1 is just a draw. So I don't think that's a really great response.
It's actually not much goal difference right now. If Blue could pick up a dragon, they should be able to come back in the game. They're not that far behind.
Yeah, again. Quick look at the levels. We have 7, 8, 6, 9, 7, and we do have this guy, Brand,
9,
at level
7, 6.
Yeah, Brand at level 9, and we do have Annie at 9. But Brutality is way ahead of everyone at about 10. So, and that's just because he's totally dominating.
He got 2 kills on Malphite. He's just dominating right now. Because I still don't understand why Malphite has not been stacking armor against Brutality. Because he could negate all the damage, except, yeah, Brutality, one point is that Darius, his ultimate does more damage for every auto attack stack he has on Malphite. And it's all true damage. It does not matter how much armor or magic resist you have. It's all just full on true damage. So Malphite should be stacking health instead of armor now.
Yeah, I think he should go traditional tank and just go ahead and here he gets a pull again, which is there. He's trying to go ahead. There goes that. Brutality goes and takes a 3-0 against him. Quick call out here. Just wanted to go ahead and figure out, unlike say Dota and Dota 2 or Han, does it make sense if you're very unevenly matched against a certain lane? Does it make sense for you to go ahead and change your lane and get someone else who can go ahead and counter a certain hero? Or is it always like, I've taken top, I shall always be top?
The thing with this meta, right, is it is really difficult to switch lanes. Because unless both Bait and Noob 1.1 switch to top and Tazar comes bottom, it they can't really switch lanes properly. And if they do that, Tazar's gonna get shut down totally by Caitlyn, because Caitlyn's attack range is the highest of the 80 carries in game right now, as par with Tristana's final levels attack range. But I don't think they have an option to change the lane at this moment at all.
Okay, so I think this is the time for the wolf pack to go hunting. We have three guys, Tazar, Bait, and Noob going and just focusing on Figlis the Great. Figlis the Great definitely goes and falls down. They've literally now started going and hunting like the wolf pack. It is 1v2. Zarkus and EDX are going to go next to the tower to hide and go ahead and deny any kill. But we do have Bait and Noob trying to go ahead and focus against Caitlyn. But they are now going and focusing on the dragon. The dragon is getting really focused on. I think they will go ahead and get the kill very quickly, and that should just go ahead and make them extremely imba at this stage.
The dragon would give straight up 950 gold to the team which takes it. It's a big thing. I don't see any wards by the red team eating.
Yeah, but Zarkus is getting focused down while we're talking about this right now. Zarkus will go ahead and take down. And the ward, actually, that's a great thing. There are lots of wards that have been laid down by the blue team, but not too many by the red team. And I think that is suffering right now. And now you're seeing 7-5 as the result. All the gold still favors them. And it was a good play. They got the dragon for the cost of a tower. I think that was always a good play.
One more thing I like to point out, the brutality on Darius just counter jungled Shen here by taking his blue buff. He just sneaked down and took his blue buff. That was a pretty good move by him.
Yeah. Fall back across all lanes. If you look at how the entire map is, you have this entire focus which is there. There's a loss here. The entire battle, all the battles are now happening in the blue edge of the map and not in the red edge. And you can see that blue is pulling back and pulling back. They have killed the dragon, but well, I didn't actually remember. Did blue kill the dragon or did red kill the dragon?
The BieberBoys,
yeah.
Blue team killed the dragon.
Yeah, I think that was a great, interesting move for them. Zarkus is jungling away to glory, and you can go ahead and see him. He is.
Actually, EDX and BieberBoys both should be keeping time of the dragon. The dragon spawns every 6 minutes.
Bait, while we are doing that, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Bait is actually getting pulled down, which is there, and there's a 3v2 map which is there. There's also a fight at the top lane which is there, but I don't think that's going to really matter. I need to focus on the bottom, and we do have Goldstar going and moving back, and Tazar also getting supported by this. And now Brutality is actually getting team focused down. There is the tower, there is Tazar, there is this, and finally Brutality gets taken down by Noob 1.1. He did go against the tower and this, and while we are doing this, red team will focus on the bottom tower. You were saying, sorry.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I was saying that the dragon spawns every 6 minutes. So whichever the team is, has killed the dragon, usually they keep a time on dragon, and as soon as it's about to spawn back, they're already set up near the dragon position, and usually we see a team fight there on.
That's again a great time, and that is something you just need to know. There's games within games within games. This is all in the head, man. This is also about the fingers. So you do need to go ahead and have your A game, and this is the level of Dota. This is the level of League of Legends. My apologies to everyone. This is the level of MOBA in India that is there. We have great teams who have great intellectual and physical capability to go ahead and call out on the game. While we're looking at this, we have all the money being spent by Caitlyn at about 5,000, and she's now sitting with 3. I think she has gone and looked at this. So why don't you tell us about the item stacks that everyone's been building?
Okay, so I'll talk about EDX first. That is the red team. Annie is going for 2 Torrent Rings. That's pretty standard, and a Catalyst. And yeah, she's going for Rod of Ages, which is really good on Annie because she does immense damage with even low ability power. And if she gets a bit tanky, it's going to be hard to kill her, and she can just go damage over time as well as burst in both cases. And we see Nocturne as a jungler. He has Wriggles and Fury Pets, and now he goes Ruby Crystal. Probably going for Fate for Frozen Mallet. And again, Nocturne ganks and are really good after level 6. He's already level 9. We should be seeing his ultimate, which actually blocks the vision of the enemy team for around 3 or 4 seconds, and he fly through the map. And great ganks, and with age he's gonna have the slow to easily kill off his enemies. And Alice, we see here, Alice the Great is going for a Heart of Gold and Philosopher's Stone, which is the standard support items. Those two items are particularly good for support as they give extra gold per 10 seconds. So as has to give all the minion farm to the AD carry, those items are pretty standard on support now. And Caitlyn going for Infinity Edge, that's a big item. It costs 3,800 gold. So Caitlyn has immense damage right now with her ultimate as well as her on attacks. And we see Brutality going again on a standard bruiser build, tanky, and doing a lot of damage at the same time. However, I'm not pretty sure about Malphite build here. He's going GP5 items, that is the Philosopher's Stone and Heart of Gold. They're not really that good. Heart of Gold should have been okay on Malphite because it gives extra HP, but I'm not agreeing with the Philosopher's Stone build out here. And Corki again, is just that's how I play ADKs. I wouldn't go Trinity Force on Corki, the first item. That's what he's trying to build.
Well, while you're talking about this, Xarkas is getting focused down, and this was a 4v1 fight. He could not get away from that. I think he overextended there, and that is not something that he should have done. Carry on, yeah.
Yeah, junglers need to be careful about this, that if they go in the enemy team's jungle, they're bound to get caught, and if careful about warning inside their jungle, inside the enemy jungle, sorry. So they will get caught and be shut down. So as I was saying about his build, he's for Warmogs, as I can see. It's gonna make him so much tanky. Tankier than the other champions. And his ultimate, he's just an taunt all enemy team, doing all the damage, being a punching bag for his team. That's gonna be looking good for Shen. And Bran again, he's going for a Catalyst, which is a good item. He's going for Rod of Ages as well, which can be going both ways. He might not have enough damage, but he might have more survivability. And the support is again a standard build, nothing very unique.
Well, here we go. There is a 4v1 versus the Dragon, but here comes Tezdar leading the entire team with great map presence to go ahead and say, and this is, as you called out, great team fight. I called team fight. And this is the full match which is there, and Cold-Star is getting focused down, and he will definitely go ahead and fall the first one which is there. Noob is going on a killing spree, and this is there. Cold-Star is definitely goes down. This is a great fight which is there. There was a 2v1. Cold-Star will probably go ahead and focus on Xarkas. Everyone goes and moves out, but Xarkas has overextended. If they can go ahead and get one hit on him, he'll be fine. But he does get away with it, and that is phenomenal which is there. His movability was very important, but I thought Rishabh Kedia should not go ahead and overextend in terms of Team EDX, because there are 4 of them waiting for him to go ahead and overextend. And while we are doing that, Brutality comes in to go ahead and save the day and try and push against the team. We might still get another gank here. Brutality is level 14. He is going against 14, 13, and 11, which is there. That's an overpowered team on that end, which is there, but jungling still happens, and there is not really a kill there.
So why the P1 was mainly due to Malphite's ultimate and Shen being taunting everyone. We have a disconnection.
A summoner has reconnected.
And Caitlyn was out of position. She was far behind her team, and she couldn't do any damage to the enemy team.
There you go, and we're down. There was a great shutdown by Brutality. They definitely got the Dragon and got a free kill, which is there. Because that just happens because when they saw a whole team there, Tezdar will also get focused down. There are 4 of them here. He will not survive this. I always believe when you go ahead and look at another team going against the Dragon, it is really important that you go and get your whole team there. You do not go ahead and go single, because you are literally fighting 5v1 or 4v1. So it's important to go ahead and be patient. Wait for 5 more seconds. You have the time.
The mistake we see BieberBoys, who actually won the fight, was not recalling and going back to base and getting their items and regenerating their health as soon as possible for the dragon. That's why they lost the dragon in a few kills right there.
There you go. There is now a 2v fun. There is some jungling action happening just in the opposing team base. Here we go. Again, team fight, which is there. We have 4v2, and everyone is getting a gift. But Figlis the Great is not very strong. He does lay down his ultimate, but he will not go ahead and survive. It is a 4v1 fight, and there he goes down. Noob 1.1 definitely takes him down and needs to go ahead and move back.
Again, if you see, red team has only one ward in the enemy jungle, which is up just above red camp, and they did not have any vision on the lower half. So they tried to counter jungle, and it actually costed them 2 kills, 2 deaths.
Yeah. That was not a very efficient way to go ahead and do that. In terms of levels, if you look at this, we have on the highest level being Brand on the blue team. And on the red team, we definitely have Brutality, who's sitting at 16. We do have Figlis the Great, extremely weak right now at level 9. I think no one is at level 9 except him. So he's not really leveled up at all in his entire build. Yeah, I think the map is now refocusing in the center. That is something which we will see. And everyone's nearly has their ultimates, has their final builds as far as their item stacks go. Figlis is now going and moving against Colster in the middle, but he will go ahead and fall against the tower. There is 2 towers down for red and none for the blue. And there's another fight which is happening against Tezdar. Tezdar is getting pulled back here. It was 2v1, it became 3v1, then became 3v2, and again everyone is going to go move back. Bait is now reconnecting into the match from the bottom, and that's the current situation. What do you think? Exciting enough for you?
I didn't get you what?
Is this exciting enough for you?
It is really exciting to see that even though the score is 12-7, EDX is around 1,000 or more. Yeah, around 2,000 ahead of.
Oh, there's another team fight which is there. I'm so sorry, we end up doing that. Brutality has definitely gone and taken down Colster. Brutality is now getting focused down on. It is 2v1 which is there. The Master is actually going and moving against that. There fights all over the place which is there. Evil Dead does not have enough life. I hope it down. Tezdar definitely goes down. Evil Dead is now moving back to go ahead and say whether they can go ahead and get against it. The Bait has definitely gone moved back, which is there. Evil Dead does get away with that. So that went from 12 to 8, which is that Bait will get again focused down on whether he will. No, he does survive. That was so close. And now Rishabh Kedia is actually moving and moving down. Rishabh Kedia lays down a trap to go ahead and make sure that his pursuers are stopped sufficiently well. And he is now trying to go move left, right, up, down, in whatever way and form he can go ahead and do that. He is now next to his tower and should be sufficiently protected. But the Master Baiter does want to go ahead and bait him, but does not get to do that. I'm so sorry. You were saying?
I was just talking about the goal difference, which is unusual. Now, actually, BieberBoys are catching up, though. They were behind 2,000 gold. And again, a bad positioning by Caitlyn here. EDX Rishabh Kedia was out of position when the team fight was happening. He was not able to put out any damage during the team fight, and which costed around 3 deaths.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, excellent call again. Caitlyn was really out of position. The towers are now even, guys. The money is now more in the favor of the blue team. It is 15-9. It is 33.5 thousand versus 33.1. And the match is really turned around for the blue team. Remember, they did go ahead and have first kill.
See, right now we are going to see domination of Malphite here, because he has his Giant Spell, he has his Glacial Shroud. Once he completes his Frozen Heart and Sunfire Cape, it's going to be really hard for him to do anything, because with Malphite, what he's going to do is use his ultimate ability, Unstoppable Force, and rush to the AD carry. His ultimate is a charge, which just knocks up all the enemies it hits. And what's Malphite going to do in the future team fights is just going to ulti Caitlyn, AD carry, and just destroy her attack speed, and be no damage output by her.
And let's go ahead and see that which is there. Here goes the dragon fight. Oh, this is...
Pinging for Baron Nashor. This is going to be interesting if they go for it.
Yeah, and they are focusing down on it. They're all focusing very, very, very actively. It is all 5 of them. Well, let's see whether if the red team realizes that is actually happening. We do see movement coming in from them. We do... Yes, there is. That they have realized it, but there is only 30% life left, which is that they have not moved back. I think they will get the kill instantly. And Nashor has fallen.
Win on Baron.
Yeah, so... Nashor for the dragon, I think that's a very...
The team has slain the dragon.
I would choose Nashor over the dragon any day.
Yeah, it's a lot more gold than Dragon. And the attack damage, ability power, cooldown, and health regen buff. No, not cooldown, sorry, my bad. The health regen, mono regen buff is just amazingly strong. And now if a team fight happens, I can put my money on the blue team right now because they have the Baron buff.
Yeah, there you go. But if you look at the mana levels, Noob 1.1 is not running full mana. He does need a regen on that. He is extremely... And I don't see him regenning his mana really quickly. I think that might be his next build to go ahead and get some more mana. But yeah, full fallback across the board. Shen is still jungling. And here comes a confrontation, if I'm not wrong.
No, blue buff, which gives the mana regen, insanely high mana regen to all the AP mages usually who get it. I think this blue buff's gonna go for Annie. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Here goes the team fight, which is there. You have Tezdar overextending. He's in the middle of 5 of them, but he has now his ultimate. He is running up. He has huge amount of health. He will go ahead and focus down on Zarkus. He has gone and he gets 1 kill. They get a double kill, which is that. I think they can go ahead and get a triple kill, which is that. There is another. Annie gets another shutdown, which is there, and the Tezdar has definitely gone and got Evil Dead. Bait is going to be pulled down, and Evil Dead has also been shut down. Now the only question is whether the Master Beta can go ahead and be killed, which is there. This is going to... Master Beta gets a kill, but he is definitely pulled out, and the Master Beta is on a full rampage. It is now the best of the brutality versus 18 level gets down the 14. That was literally 5 kills versus 4 kills. That was fairly even, and the only guy who comes out of that is brutality. That was ultimate fighting style, man. This could be the UFC right now.
What happened here was Corki was dropped early, so the blue team's damage reduced by a substantial amount, and Caitlyn, as usual, got between the blue team, and her team was on the other side. She didn't put on as much damage as she could have. But we see a mistake by Malphite or Shen, either one, should have stayed near their AD carry, that is Corki, and protected him from brutality.
And after the end of this, you see that the guy who has the maximum amount of kills in the game is Brutality with 8. Darius with 8. And on the other team, you have Brand with 7. The person who's lost their life the most right now definitely looks like Malphite with 6 kills, 6 deaths across the board. And but Malphite is also with Shen the best support right now with 10 assists and 11 assists.
There's an unusual build here. I do not understand why Malphite is going for a Rylai's Crystal Scepter. It does give him more damage output, but it is not the real item build right now. As now he should be aiming for more than armor right now. I do not understand why it's not a Rylai's.
Well, again, we shall have to ask him when we get to him. Colster is getting focused down by Zarkus, 14 versus 16. And that's what a bad time for him to go ahead and just get in. But Brutality is getting down another kill, which is there. Here goes another fight. Bait is getting between 4 of them. Bait will go ahead and not go ahead and get there. He definitely gets the kill. The Masturbator is getting focused down by Rishabh Keria. Here comes Zarkus. Here comes Evil Dead. Here comes Figless. Then they will go ahead and keep focusing on. But Caitlyn's extremely high DPS and attack speed will not go ahead and stand her because the walkaway was just too fast. And I think this is the charge of the Light Brigade. Here comes all 5 of them down the middle, down the throat of Blue. There goes the tower. The tower goes down. The T2 tower goes down in about 10 seconds max, and they're now going and pushing against the T3 tower. And their enemy is literally at the gates.
Blue
Blue team
team's
just got
turret has
caught
been
one,
destroyed.
which was a big mistake by them, and now probably are going to
Blue
lose their
team's
inhibitor
inhibitor
card,
has been
and now the
destroyed.
inhibitor as well. This is gonna spawn super many rank, but in League of Legends it spawns back for 5 minutes.
And so now the question is, can they go ahead and protect that entire thing for some time? And can they defend this? The entire blue team is coming, and they will try to go ahead and get a reverse gank, which is there. There goes Tezdar, but he's been focused down on Tezdar. Will go ahead and get killed down very quickly. And the other two teams, which is there, the Zarkus is getting killed. He will go ahead and fall down at the Kolster, whereas they're moving to the tower. That is also going and supporting Bait. I don't know whether Bait can survive. Bait does survive because of the tower. And there goes 2 more kills. That was actually a great fight because it is down to 20-20, but I don't think the inhibitor is being supported really well. And here goes the fight against the Master Baiter. The Master Baiter is getting focused down by 3 of these. The tower was not big enough to go ahead and support at the level of 14 and 18. And turret has
Blue team's turret has
taken
been
down
destroyed.
Rishabh Kedia, but I think that was worth that entire fight. There was 20-20, and I think red team needs to really fall back. Gold is nearly evil. The Masturbator is getting back on there, and Caitlyn is coming back. I really think this game is already 35 minutes into the game. I think it is getting to the end of this. I think red team needs to go ahead and just push one more time, and they can go ahead and get this. But I don't know, man. Blue team has been showing great gumption. It is only 20-20. The only problem being the towers and the levels, I think. So it might seem close, but I think Brutality can lead the charge one last time and push through the middle.
That should be their appropriate choice to do now. Since they're ahead in gold, like more than around 5,000 gold. Yeah, they're ahead 5,000 gold. They should not fear pushing. Even if they die, it'll take blue team a long time to recover the gold.
Yeah.
And
Red
as you can
team
see
has
here,
slain the
EDX is
dragon.
already on drag. Again, another boost of I think 950 gold. Yeah,
Yeah.
950 gold. And let's see how they push and how the blue team reacts to this.
Well, I think that would be really you now have Zarkus gaining more
Oh,
length.
EDX is actually waiting for Baron. I think Baron's about to spawn. They're just gonna get the Baron. We're gonna go get the Baron buff, and with powerful buff, they're gonna try and end this game right now.
Yeah, I think that's actually a great play. The buff lasts for how many seconds?
I think it's around 7 minutes, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure on the time right now.
Right. So I
There
think
were some changes.
yeah, I think that would be just very easy for them to just go ahead and take that. And there goes, if you can go ahead and play the bugle, and I will play it for you. It's tan 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 tan. The Imperial March comes down. Here they go. They're going to go for the kills, which is right now. You have Zarkus taking on 4 all by himself. Here comes the full kill. This is I can't even read who's going to go ahead and die, but I do think that Tezdar is going to fall, which is there. Evil Dead definitely falls down. Colder is also going to fall down. Noob 1.1 also falls down. There is 3 deaths for 1 death right now. 4 deaths for the price of 1 right now. Evil Dead is the only guy which is there. You have 4v1 deaths which is there. I think they will just need to go ahead and push as soon as the rest of the thing goes back. Caitlyn is standing in the middle and trying to go ahead and make sure that there is no creep spawns that are happening. And the 21-24 is there, and there's the GG, man. They just called it right now. That's such a good game. I really love it.
That was a close game.
Well, guys, I hope you went and loved the entire game. And we shall be back tomorrow with another game. My dear Happytron, it has been an absolute pleasure, and I shall see you tomorrow for the next game.
It has been my pleasure as well. Yeah, we'll see you next game.